The project shown in this video can be found in the textbook Technical Drawing 101 with AutoCAD, available from SDC Publications. In this video I'm going to show you some of the ways to draw circles with AutoCAD. We have a circle icon on the Draw panel of the ribbon. If you have your Draw toolbar open, you have a circle icon. And another way to get in the circle command is just type C and press enter. That's called using its alias. So the alias for a circle is C. Regardless of what you choose, you'll be prompted to specify a center point for the circle. So I'm just going to choose a random point out here above that rectangle I've drawn. I'm going to pick right there and just move in any direction, but I want to direct your attention down here to the command line. AutoCAD, when you get into the circle command by typing C or choosing from over here on your toolbar, defaults to radius. So if I want a 2-inch diameter circle, I'm going to have to cut that in half and type 1 and press enter, and that draws a 2-inch diameter circle. So again, if I pick here and it says specify the center point, I'll just pick a point out here and look down here, it says specify the radius. That's because that's the default. So again, if I type 1 and enter, I get a 2-inch diameter circle. Now I'm going to erase both of those and show you another way to do that. I'm going to pick on the circle command and it says specify the center. I'm just going to pick a random point, and again it's defaulting to radius, but this time I'm going to pick on the word diameter. I could also just type D and press enter, but if you pick on the word diameter down here on the command line, it switches over from a radius to wanting to know what the diameter is going to be. So if I just type 2 this time and press enter, I get the same circle, but I went directly to typing it as a 2-inch diameter instead of a 1-inch radius. I can also accomplish that up here by picking on the down arrow. I have an option of picking a circle with a center and a radius, or a center and a diameter. If I pick on center diameter, I can just pick a random point and type in 2 in this case for the diameter, press enter, and that will give me one that's a circle that's 2 inches diameter as well. I'm going to delete those guys out. A lot of times you'll be trying to place a circle in an exact spot inside a drawing that you've already started, and so I want to imagine that I want to place a circle and inside here that's 1/2 inch over from this corner here in this direction and 1/2 inch up. There's a good way to do that. If you have your Object Snap toolbar open, you have an icon right here called Snap From, and you can use that. You can also just type from when you're ready to do this, but let me show you the order of how this works. I'm going to pick on my circle command here, center diameter, and instead of picking a center point right away, I'm going to pick on Snap From. Again, I could type from and press enter, but I'm going to pick on Snap From, and I'll be prompted to select a base point. Now the base point is the known point that I'm going to measure from. So I'm going to pick here. Remember I said I want to come over 1/2 inch and up 1/2 inch. So what I want to do, I'm going to type the at symbol, type 0.5, comma, 0.5, and press enter. And that locates the center of the circle 1/2 inch over and 1/2 inch above that first point. And then all I need to do is type a diameter. So I'm going to type 0.5 for my diameter and press enter. Okay, so again, I chose the circle command, I chose the snap from option, I located a base point, and then I typed at, that's the key, typing at, and then I typed 0.5, comma, 0.5, and it measuring from this base point, it came over 1/2 inch and up 1/2 inch, then I put in a 1/2 inch diameter circle. What if I want to do the same thing from this corner up here? Well, I would pick on my circle command, and instead of just picking directly to specify a center point, I would pick on Snap From. This time I'm going to use my base point up here, and I'm going to come over 0.5 on the positive X, but this time I'm going to be coming down 0.5 on the negative Y. So I'm going to type at, and then I'm going to type 0.5 for my positive X, comma, minus 0.5 for the negative Y, and it locates the center at that point, and then I'm going to type 0.5 for the diameter. Now, let's say that I wanted to draw the same circle over here, a ½ inch over and a ½ inch down. Well, if I start at this corner with my measurement, I'm going to be going on a negative x, and if I'm moving down, I'm going to be going on a negative y. So I'm going to pick on this, and this time I'm just going to type from and enter. Because that, like I said, that's another way to get into this. And so it asks for this for the base point. I'm going to pick here. Now the key, remember, is typing at. This is what most people forget to do when they mess up. So I'm going to type minus 0.5, comma, minus 0.5, and press enter. And then just type 0.5 for the diameter and press enter. And there you go. So the last one, what I would do is, of course, I would pick on the circle command. I would type from, press enter, choose this is my base point. I'm going to type at. Now this time I'm going negative on the x, minus 0.5, comma, but I'm going to be going up on the y, so I just need to type 0.5 and press enter. Move my mouse out. All I need to do now is type 0.5 for the diameter. All right. So using that, we've been able to locate those circles exactly where we wanted them to be. Now you have another option with your circle command up here that I sometimes use. It's called a 2-point circle. So I'm going to pick on 2-point, and I'm just going to pick a point, and I have ortho on, which is the F8 key, and so you can see I can move in any direction. When I have ortho on, I can only move straight to the right or left or straight up and down. So I'm in the 2-point option. I've already picked 1 point, so if I just move my mouse in this direction and type 2 and enter, it will draw a circle that has a 2-inch diameter. So let me show you that one again. I'm going to pick here. I'm going to go find the 2-point circle. I'm just going to pick a point, move in this direction. This time I'm just going to type 1 and enter. And so it draws a circle that has a 1-inch diameter when I do that.